Hey guys, welcome back to the X-Files. This episode is called Quagmire, which is a very cool word to say. I don't think it rivals the fun I had saying syzygy, but Quagmire is still a pretty fun one. I believe it means like a marsh or a bog or something like that, just a muddy sort of area. So already getting a little bit creepy vibes from this one. Let's get watching. Oh, be careful. Be nice to the frog, please.
When I began my field research here, these frogs were thriving. Since then, the adult population has dropped to fewer than 200. In a few years, Uranus phennocephala will be extinct here.
Your study remains inconclusive.
A frog holocaust is currently being executed, Dr. Bailey, and man is the executioner.
You've never heard of survival of the fittest?
Well, don't forget that rule also applies to mankind.
Yes. I don't really like that.
You can't turn your back on nature, or nature will turn her back on you.
I didn't like his attitude. I don't think he's the right person for the job. Oh, he's lost his phone. That's what you get for being mean to the little froggies. Okay, let me guess. He gets eaten by like a massive giant Loch Ness frog. Or something else. There is something in the water. Oh. Oh. One thing I love about the X-Files is that even amongst the most horrific deaths, there really seems to be often sometimes just a funny thing happening, or just a tongue-in-cheek happenstance. It's something I love. I think the thought of a giant frog is probably too out there, but just go with it, guys. What's older than the hills?
Nature's calling. I think we should pull over soon.
Did you really have to bring that thing?
You wake me up on a Saturday morning, tell me to be ready in 5 minutes. All of the dog sitters are booked, and you know how I feel about kennels.
Well, I think I'm lost anyway. I gotta stop and ask for directions.
I know I'm lost as to why you're so interested in this missing persons case.
Dr. Bailey's not the first person to go missing from Hubbleman's Lake recently.
So you think that there's a serial killer at large?
The operative word being large.
Large. It's a frog. No, what's bigger than the sky? What is this?
What are you leaving out?
What makes you think I'm leaving anything out?
Oh, tell me you're not serious.
What is it? What is it? What is it? Big Blue the Southern Serpent. Okay, so it is like a Loch Ness Monster.
Bailey was the worst kind of hypocrite.
You sound bitter, Dr. Faraday.
The man wrote off 3 years of carefully collected data in a 2-hour inspection, which doesn't mean I plotted his demise.
Are you aware of any indigenous species that's capable of attacking a human being?
Yes.
Big Blue.
Another human being.
Is there a creature that comes to mind?
Has anyone ever told you two you have a great problem coming to the point?
Okay, then. In your work, have you come across any evidence that lends support to the existence of this creature they call Big Blue?
See, whenever an issue requires any real thought, any serious mental effort, people turn to UFOs and sea serpents and Sasquatch.
I'll take that rambling diatribe to mean that you don't believe in the existence of such a creature. Lake creatures have been reported for centuries, and
Some very grown-up cryptozoologists believe that it could be an evolutionary throwback, possibly prehistoric.
An aquatic dinosaur.
A plesiosaur, actually.
Those creatures don't exist, Mulder.
Well, how many folktales do you know that could eat a Boy Scout leader and a biologist?
There's no evidence, though, that that is actually what happened. No wonder why Scully is skeptical on this one. I don't know if Big Blue was real, but I think there's something else that's weird in the water.
check this out, Scully.
Oh.
Looks like an insect casing or carapace, something from a beetle.
If you don't mind my saying, you folks don't look like you're here for the trout.
No, we're with the FBI. We're investigating a pair of missing persons reports.
Now, I'm not one for spreading rumors. The truth is, I've heard the story since I was a kid.
About Big Blue.
I was 10 years old, fishing with my daddy. I heard a big commotion. My daddy told me later it was a cow who'd escaped from the Rockdale Ranch and was drinking by the lake when old Blue came up and snatched her right off the bank.
Sounds similar.
Those stories must sell a lot of T-shirts.
Well, man's got to survive. But if you want to ask a real expert, probably talk to Ansel here. It was his daddy's cow that got eaten.
Can you get these developed out tomorrow, Ted? Another 5 rolls, put them on my tab.
Yeah, these folks are with the FBI, Ansel. They're looking into that unsolved mystery, how those people disappeared.
Unsolved mystery. Since when is it a mystery?
So you think Big Blue is responsible for what's been happening?
Don't you?
Have you ever actually seen it?
Yes, he does.
No, but I aim to. One day, I'll be in the right place at the right time, and I will snap a shot of that monster.
Why don't they, like, just not drain the lake, but comb the lake? It's a big lake. It's bigger than what I thought. But it doesn't look to me that everybody is scared of Big Blue, because you still have a lot of boats around here, fishermen. Okay, so that's a big one. Oh, with the worm still attached. Oh, no.
Call the sheriff. We got a floater.
Oh. That guy's taking pictures. The body is... No.
Scott Woosley, the Boy Scout troop leader.
No, his fly's undone. Most drowning victims are found with high levels of alcohol in their blood and their flies unzipped.
Right.
Still doesn't explain why half of them is still missing.
Exactly.
Looks to me like something took a big bite.
Well, fish eat decomposing matter. Any body that's been suspended in this environment for a period of time is going to become a food source.
The whole half of him, though? Hang on, what? What's that? That's just someone playing a dress up. What is this? Oh, I love it. Oh no, this poor guy is next. Just get your foot out of the boot. Right, well, his foot came out of the boot.
I recognize his hat.
Yes, I recognize his hat. It's a cool hat.
Here's his hat, and here's these tracks. Know what I'm saying? I mean, look at the size of these tracks.
Watch out for the tracks. Careful.
The
Watch
dog.
out where you're walking.
Oh no, what if the dog gets eaten?
Any sign of Ted Bertram?
No. What's this I hear about you wanting to close the lake? Fishermen get drunk, they drown, folks get run over by power boats. Hell, on a lake this size, you're gonna have 8, 9 deaths in a season.
Yeah, but you
Wow.
got 2 or 3 in as many weeks. I'd say you're a little outside of your bell curve, Sheriff.
Agent Mulder, this lake has 48 miles of shoreline. I got 4 deputies full-time. Now, to close down a lake this size, hell, you'd have to call out the National Guard.
You need irrefutable proof.
What about these tracks?
A creature as large as the one that you're looking for would have left considerably deeper impressions. Quick, Quag! Quick, come back here! Quick, Quag!
Oh no, not the doggy.
Sheriff, come take a look at this.
What you got?
There's your lake monster, Mulder.
That's what it looks like. Yeah, but what happened to the hoaxer?
Oh my god, what?
Well, are you sure that's even a toad?
Dude, what's wrong with you? You made me drop my toad.
Chill out, man. I'll get you another one.
Another one gone? I think this episode has the record for the most deaths.
Oh, no.
Oh no, that's all you can say? Oh.
This is a hoax. It's quite an elaborate one.
Looks like propeller damage from a motorboat.
That's not
This is
true.
a designated boating area.
Yeah, but 20 feet from shore and twice in one day? What about Ted Bertram?
For all we know, he stepped in something and bled into those funny shoes of his. He's probably so embarrassed right now that he doesn't even want to show his face.
Is that the psychological approach to crime solving? He's too embarrassed?
Regardless of what I believe, there's no hard evidence that it's what you believe.
A boating accident 2 in 1 day? Come on. There's obviously something more at work here. What's that? Oh, it's bait. Oh, you're missing out, mate. Oh, he's got... Oh, no. Oh, no, this poor fellow. He actually got pictures of it, though. He got pictures.
Can you get that developed? Yes. Close down the lake.
I done told you once, it ain't that simple. I just ain't got the manpower. I'm not at all convinced we're dealing with an aquatic menace.
He's right, Mulder. Those 2 sets of remains we found so far are inconclusive. We really need to find his body.
3
My
in
thoughts
1 day
exactly,
and
ma'am.
nobody's acting?
If you'll just give us a couple more minutes.
Oh, damn. What? I thought he was going to get taken as well. Oh.
Are you okay, Sheriff?
Something brushed up against me out there. Something big. Close the lake.
Okay, now he's finally
I want you to
convinced.
call the state police and the wildlife fishing game. You tell them we got an emergency situation.
Oh.
I agree with you. I just wish that he gave us something more.
Could this be a tooth?
Yeah, it could be a lot of things, Mulder.
Yeah.
There's got to be some visual evidence somewhere.
There won't be because the guy has already gone through them.
That could be something.
A tooth?
The doggy needs to go to the toilet.
Quick for a walk.
Want me to come with you?
I'll be fine.
Queequeg, we're not gonna go into the woods. Queequeg.
Maybe Queequeg is
is it?
actually a little detective as well. Agent Queequeg.
Where are you going?
Oh, no, no.
Queequeg, come back here. Queequeg.
Oh, no. The doggy. The doggy. Oh, no.
Quick.
What? No, this is not happening. This is not... No way, no! Why did that happen? That is not fair.
Sorry about Queequeg. You know, I think I've learned something from these photos.
Mulder.
They're not pictures of the lake monster, they're pictures of the lake. All the sightings occurred in the center of the lake, but progressively the sightings have moved closer and closer to shore.
Could you repeat the last part again? I kind of faded out.
Which part?
All of it.
After you said I'm sorry?
Can you drive a boat?
Mulder, please.
It's too bad we're not out here fishing.
We are fishing.
You really expect to find this thing, don't you, Mulder?
I know the difference between expectation and hope. Seek and ye shall find, Scully.
What was that?
It ain't no bass.
What is that, Mulder?
Oh, no.
It'll be monsters, Scully.
God. Oh, wow. No way. They're out there in the middle of the night. No backup. Wow. It's gone. The boat is gone. Where are they? Oh, on a little rock?
I say we swim to shore.
What?
Swim? In which direction?
Yes.
Yeah, you know, living in the city, you forget that night is actually so, dark.
Living in a city, you forget a lot of things. You know, there you're always thinking about being mugged or hit by a car. It's not until you get back to nature until you realize that everything is out to get you.
It's either the monster or someone helping. Don't think it's someone helping.
That was him, Scully. That was Big Blue.
What?
So what if it was? Well, what are we doing here? What are you hoping to accomplish?
Scully, so many of the things that we investigate are so intangible, but this creature, it exists within the specific earthly confines of this lake, and I want to find it.
You know when you showed me those pictures that the photographer took? You want to know what I really saw in them?
The tooth?
No, you. That man is your future. Listening only to himself, hoping to catch a glimpse of the truth for who knows what reason.
Well, I did read in his journals that he was hoping to live off the copyright fees from a genuine Big Blue photo.
Well, as dumb as it sounds, at least it's a legitimate reason.
You don't think my reasons are legitimate?
Well, just sometimes I just can't figure them out.
Understandable. There's a lot of sense in what she just said.
Mother!
Well, here's Big Blue. Oh, it's a duck. Cute.
Hey, Scully, do you think you could ever cannibalize someone?
What?
I mean, if you really had to.
Suppose under certain conditions, a living entity is practically conditioned to perform whatever extreme measures are necessary to ensure its survival. I suppose I'm no different.
Wow.
You've lost some weight recently, haven't you?
Yeah, actually, I have. Thanks.
But it is amazing what some animals will do to guarantee the continuation of the species, isn't it? I mean, a creature of one of this size must have adapted its behavior over the years to minimize its chances of being seen by its only predator, us. Just coming closer to shore for its prey must be an act of desperation on its part.
Poor Queequeg.
Why did you name the dog Queequeg?
It was the name of the harpoonist in Moby Dick. My father used to read to me from Moby Dick when I was a little girl. And I called him Ahab, and he called me Starbuck. So I named my dog Queequeg.
Yes.
It's funny, I just realized something.
It's a bizarre name for a dog, huh?
How much you're like Ahab. You're so consumed by your personal vengeance against life. Everything takes on a warped significance to fit your megalomaniacal cosmology.
Scully, are you coming on to me?
It's just the truth or a white whale. What difference does it make? You know, Mulder, you are Ahab.
You know, it's interesting you should say that because I've always wanted a peg leg. It's a boyhood thing I never grew out of. If you have a peg leg or hooks for hands, you know, maybe it's enough to simply carry on living, bravely facing life with your disability. It's heroic just to survive, but without these things, you're actually expected to make something of your life. So if anything, I'm actually the antithesis of Ahab because if I did have a peg leg, I'd quite possibly be more happy and more content and not feel the need to chase after these creatures of the unknown.
And that's not flippant?
No, no, flippant is my favorite line from Moby Dick. Hell is an idea first born on an undigested apple dumpling. Yeah?
I love this moment. Even with the big blue looming in the background. Okay, here it is, here it is, here it is. What is it, what is it, what is it? The light went out just at, no. Just at that time. So now they can't see it. Oh, it's someone
What are you two doing out here?
helping.
Dr. Faraday?
Hope I'm not interrupting anything.
We had a little trouble with our boat.
Actually, it sank.
How'd that happen?
We would have been out here all night if you hadn't answered our distress call.
Oh, I didn't. I was walking by. I heard you talking.
Oh, walking by?
Walking by?
Yeah.
Oh no!
Yeah, the shore is a stone's throw from here.
Oh no! It's just
Come on.
there.
I'll take you back.
Oh, it's so cute. Oh, I love it. That is so funny. It's just like that deep. Oh no.
What exactly is it that you're doing out here, Dr. Faraday? It's well after midnight.
Night is Ranus phennocephalus' most active period, and this is its primary breeding ground. Or at least it used to be.
It's
Now,
this guy.
one must
He's
turn over
killing the
many a
people to
leaf
save the
before it
frogs.
finds its offspring.
What's in the sack?
Adult frogs. I've been breeding them in captivity and releasing them into the wild.
The unexplained depletion of frogs originates from this cove. It's the food chain. So if an aquatic dinosaur's diet consisted primarily of frogs, then if those frogs suddenly became scarce, it would have to turn to an alternative food source.
Humans.
There is no prehistoric lake monster. If something was living in these waters, you don't think I would have seen it?
I'm talking about a prehistoric animal that's gone unnoticed for virtually thousands of years. If it knows how to do anything, it knows how to hide.
I have no time for these absurdities. If you'll excuse me, I have some amphibians to release.
I think he could be killing
Captain,
people.
what now?
There's been another death. Other side of the lake, a couple hours ago. I got a full-scale water search already underway.
No. We need those men here searching this cove in these woods.
The boats are searching the area of the latest attack.
Sheriff, Agent Mulder and I would appreciate it if you could spare us 2 or 3 of your men to assist us here.
All right, I'll send them on back.
Yay.
Thanks.
What was that?
It's that,
Dr. Faraday.
yeah, Dr. Faraday. Oh no. No way. Well, there goes my theory.
What happened?
Thanks, something grabbed my leg. Came from behind me. Before I knew it, it had me. Then I just let go. I didn't want to believe you.
Where'd it go?
I didn't see it. I didn't see it. We went through those reeds there.
Mulder!
Oh, of course. It's only Mulder that's going to see it, not Scully. It's a frog. Okay. It's something. Oh no! What is it? Oh, it's an alligator?
Alligator.
Okay, well that makes sense. That makes sense.
How's Dr. Faraday?
He'll be fine. How are you?
I'm fine.
Well, you slew the big white whale, Ahab.
I still don't have that peg leg.
No.
How can you be disappointed? That alligator would have gone through the local population if you hadn't killed it.
I guess I just want a Big Blue to be real. I guess I see hope in such a possibility.
Well, there's still hope. People want to believe.
I love that. beautiful lines in this episode. Oh, you know what? I bet the end shot is Big Blue coming up. Yes, 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 yes! There he is! Oh. So what's not to love about this episode? The whole premise of it being this Big Blue, the lake monster, this thing, this entity that Mulder is so determined to find because it is something that actually could exist. And I think by finding Big Blue, he would have felt so much at peace with himself on this endless eternal quest that he has in finding all of these unexplained phenomenon, aliens or whatever these things are. It never really goes out to the public, all of this stuff. But imagine if he did find Big Blue when so many other people are there looking for it as well. So many other people are convinced that it exists. For this one time, it feels to me that he's not really the freak searching for all these unexplained things. He's not the odd one out. It's actually something that could exist, and finding it would have just proven so much to himself that his quest and his obsessions are valid and real. The highlight for this episode, probably for a lot of people as well, was the incredible conversation between Mulder and Scully on the rock in the middle of the water. Already the start of this episode, it was a Saturday. They aren't really at work, but they're going off on this investigation together. That to me speaks volumes as well. They're not only partners during Monday to Friday 9 to 5, but they are friends and they do these things together. They are a team. And for Mulder to take Scully along on this investigation, this whim of an adventure, just shows how much they value each other, their company as well, and not just in a business-like way. And I think the conversation on the rock really highlighted their friendship and closeness and how close that they have grown over these years, because they had that beautiful moment talking about Moby Dick and Ahab and Starbuck. Remember when Scully's dad would call her Starbuck without thinking of that little bit scary time with that man in the prison? That was a little bit scary, but they had that beautiful connection and bonding moment over that, which I genuinely loved. I love Mulder and Scully together. I think they would actually make a really beautiful romantic partnership, but then also I don't know how that would affect their working together, or if it would sort of ruin things in that way. But the scene on the rock, it was romantic to me, but not in a your typical movie romance scene. There was so much more going on in that. It was a deep connection. It was just the two of them there in that dire situation, that life or death moment, and they were just so connected, so well bonded. And I don't think I've ever seen them like that in that moment before, like so closely connected, so as one. And that was really, really special. It was just such a beautiful, touching, genuine moment. Wonderful. I'm very sad about Quag. I love that little dog. That it's so sad. And Scully was so upset in the cabin about her little dog, and Mulder just wanted to keep on working, talking about Big Blue, about the lake. But that also makes me kind of think maybe he was doing that in order to perhaps take her mind off what just happened to her little doggy. Maybe he wasn't so selfless or self-absorbed in his own quest for Big Blue, but he was rather thinking about her in that moment and yeah, wanting to take her mind off it in order to not make her feel so sad, perhaps. So many people died in this episode, more people than I think I've ever seen die in an X-Files episode before. I love there at the end that Mulder thinks it was just an alligator. I mean, we call them crocodiles here in Australia. I don't know if we have alligators here. We have a lot of crocodiles, but I'm not sure if we actually have alligators. I'll have to find out. I should know, being the home of the crocodile hunter, our beautiful Steve Irwin, but I should know. Bad me. But I feel that when Mulder killed the alligator, I'm pretty sure he thought that the culprit was the alligator all this time, but then we saw Big Blue swimming around in the background, and it does make me wonder, you know, who was actually killing the people? Was it the alligator or was it Big Blue? Maybe Big Blue is just like this gentle, wonderful, big creature. Maybe it maybe it was the alligator all along. Maybe it just eats like little bits of plankton or seaweed. He might just be the most gentle, loving creature. Oh, I really enjoyed that. That really tickled me, that did. Alright guys, that's it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed this one as much as I did. It was fantastic. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.